You see, work on your craft is how you get better. It's how you build up new techniques to keep bettering yourself. It's like when you play a sport, you keep playing and then you become better at catching, shooting, and then you start getting crazy with it. You start doing new things that'll make it a little bit more flashy, a little bit more interesting for other people to watch, and a little bit more fun for you to do, correct? Is not why we keep practicing. It creates new techniques for us to use. So now if it takes 10,000 hours. Now, we don't know if it's a myth or if it's true, but if it takes 10,000 hours for you to become good at a sport, imagine how long it would take for you to become good at a craft that you're doing, at your very own business, writing a book, at whatever, because at first you have to get good at it. That takes time because 10,000 is already over a year. So you have to get good at it, right? That takes time. And then on top of it taking time, you have to be doing it while you're already good at it because that's how you get found, right? That's how people start to look at it because they say, wow, he's good, and they're going to want to keep watching. Because if you're not there, if you're not at the point where they want to keep watching, they're not going to keep watching. So now you're at your point, you're at your quote unquote prime. So now you get found when your prime is up there. When you're at your prime, that's when you get found. I'm not saying it's going to happen automatically, but I'm saying it's going to happen because your prime could be months, years, decades, however long your prime is for whatever you're doing, that's how long it can be. So if it takes that long, why stress yourself out? It just doesn't make any sense. You have to understand it takes time, especially if it's on a business note or whatever you're doing. But let's say business, it takes time because they say 2 to 3 years, and that would make sense, especially if you use this kind of mentality towards it, this kind of rule. If it already takes some time for you to get good at something, you won't get found while you're getting good. You're going to get found while you're already good at it. And then you have to be doing it while you're already at that level for a certain amount of time for you to be found. But that doesn't mean you're going to be found. It just means there's a chance you're going to be found. That's the beauty of it. The beauty of it is that you never know when it's going to happen, so you have to keep trying your hardest. And the other beauty of it, what's even more beautiful than what it turns into, is the fact that you might have thought you've got found, but then if you keep doing it the way that you've been doing it, that got you found, you probably would have touched even more of what your potential can possibly be in one day. Because, for example, let's say your businesses finally blow up. They finally blow up. People start paying attention to who you are. They start listening to what you're doing. But now you're keeping the consistency that you gave in when you were trying to get found in the first place. Now more people are watching. Now you never know who hears you. Now, for all we know, a contract is coming your way. Being closer to the potential that you're going to tap one of these days. But you have to keep the consistency going. You have to keep looking up. You see, most of these motivational speakers, what they say is after you've reach your prime, don't stop, because most people think that it's the best thing to do. The best thing to do is reach your goal, then stop. No, you shouldn't. You should reach your goal, then keep going, because now your goals, the sky is really becoming the limit. And at the end of the day, that's not even enough, because the sky does have a limit. Because if you keep going up, you're going to pass the atmosphere or quote unquote sky, and now you're in space. Now that really doesn't have a limit now, does it? Because it goes on for years that we can't possibly even live for. So that should really be the limit. Not the sky, it should be the universe. The universe of everything that gives us whatever we want, what is already created, the floor right under us, the land that holds up the floor in the building, everything. It keeps you focused. Build yourself, because at the end of the day, you'll be known for doing this. When you're known for doing something, they can't remove the fact that you was on this earth, because you were known for doing it. They can never take the magic that you created, the art, the craft, the way you did it, the way you executed. That's what made you you. But that's the thing. You have to do it in your own way. You have to take those 10,000 hours and learn what you got to do. And if it's less, good for you. And if it's more, it don't matter. Because at the end of the day, even if it did take you less to learn and master what you have to do, you still have to do it while you're in your prime for a lot longer to get found. That's how you get found. You don't get found while you're on the way to the top. You get found when they know you're ready to be at the top. It's never the other way around. I mean, think about it. When you have a regular 9 to 5, you get a raise when they feel like you're ready for the raise, not when you're getting ready to be worth of the raise. It's all about knowing you're there, knowing that you're on top of your game, and knowing that you are ready to succeed in this position. So if you're your own manager, you're your own boss, you will only succeed when the world thinks that you're ready to succeed in that position. Because yeah, you may not have a boss on top of you. The boss on top of you is really the people. It's the people around you that want to buy your product, your service, want to buy the music, anything that you're doing. Is them that really own the business, because they're the one investing into it. Because you can own the business, but at the end of the day, last time I checked, no matter how much you own it, you only get to pay the bills if the people start buying. Start buying the product, the service, whatever it is that they're buying. It only works. That business only succeeds when they buy. So take those 10,000 hours, learn it, master it. After you do that, be at your prime and start doing even harder work than before, because you're at your prime. Then you're going to be found. Then you're going to get that opportunity, and then make that opportunity into 1,000 more. Because that's how you keep on succeeding. Make winning a habit. This is Wavy Motivations. Enjoy. See you.